Thanks for visiting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos.
Hey folks, Dan Ryan here. A couple of months back we reviewed the Michael Kelly Patriot guitar, which I like so much it is now my guitar, which means I now have 6 Michael Kelly guitars. But at the time I mentioned that I had a Michael Kelly Strat and a Michael Kelly Telecaster, both of which have Fishman Fluence pickups in them. And today, and a few people asked to see what those look like and for me to kind of go through it with you. So today I brought this. Leo, I don't think has ever seen this guitar.
I have not. Well, not this close. I did make a recording of you playing it once.
Anyway, this is the Michael Kelly. Basically, it's a super Strat, and it has the Fishman Fluence pickups. You can see they're actually marked there at the bottom of the.
Hang on just a second. Yes. Okay.
Let's see. For a long time in my band Funkasaurus-Tex, this was my #1 guitar. And if we were to ever start playing again, which who knows if that'll happen, this would probably still be my #1 guitar. One thing you'll notice is even though I'm not a tremolo guy, I have left the trem arm on this one. It's very easy to get out of the way, so it's not too much of a bother. It's got an ebony fingerboard.
Would you show them that again, because it wasn't in the shot?
Trim arm gets itself out of the way, so I just left it on.
My bad.
It's got the pearloid pick guard. You can see that. You know, it's not just a plain pick guard, it's pearloid. Got an ebony fingerboard, maple neck. It's got Grover tuners, got all gold hardware except for the screws on the back, which are not gold, but everything else is. Beautiful flame top on the guitar, as you can see. The only change I've made on this guitar is I had these graphite bridge saddles installed, which cost me quite a bit of money actually, but for some reason it kept breaking E strings, and that has completely cured it, which now it's just a joy to play. What else? It does, the Fishman Fluence pickups do require battery power, and so this is the battery chamber. I'm not a fan of having to unscrew and rescrew. There's just too many things that can go wrong. I would have rather had thumb screws or some other way of attaching this plate, but you know, it's kind of a minor inconvenience. And I was telling Leo before we came up here to record this today that I had not taken this guitar out of the case since the COVID epidemic started. So it's been close to 2 years since this guitar has been out of the case. Plugged it in, and when you unplug it, it quits using the battery. Plug it in, still working after 2 years. I felt sure the battery was going to be completely discharged, but because I knew I was bringing this over here today, I did take it out and put a new battery. One thing you can see on the back of the neck is that it does have a little bit of a finish. It's just about as perfect as it can be in terms of the way the neck feels. Just run your hand across that wheel. So it's got truly a satin finish.
Oh yeah, very nice.
The action is, I mean, it's as low as any guitar I've ever played. I really, really like this guitar, which is why I own it. But when I bought it, it was truly a big surprise, because these pickups are a kind of a revolutionary design. They, instead of having windings, what they've done is perfectly duplicate the impedance and everything of the original Strat pickups, but on integrated circuit boards. So everything is exactly the same as a early Strat, except they are completely noiseless. I mean, there's no hum involved with this guitar at all. It just does not hum. And the other thing that's kind of cool about it is, since they were doing that, they made it so if you pull up this switch, it switches the pickup set to Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of boosted Texas, whatever. Texas Boost or something. I can't remember what they, he had his pickups rewound and, to give them more output. And so you can either have, the original Strat sound, or you can switch over to the boosted sound that Stevie Ray had, just by pulling that switch up. Otherwise, it's just got a 5-position switch, but that gives you 10 different sounds that you can get on this one guitar. So that's kind of a nice feature. Anyway, there it is. I think this guitar is part of their 1969 collection. They named their guitars a little oddly. If I'm wrong about that, somebody can correct me. They made this, and they made the Telecaster. The Telecaster is also a beautiful guitar, but I won't tell you about that today. We'll take it out and show it to you some other time. Anyway, this is maybe the nicest guitar of its sort that I've ever owned, and it's to all intents and purposes a Super Strat, but this cost me about 20% of what, say, the Schecter Super Strat would cost you,
Which was how much?
$3,500, I think, is the last price I saw.
For the Schecter or for this?
No, for the Schecter. This cost me $800.
Oh, it looks like it's definitely worth that.
Yeah. Well, just like the Patriot, I mean, these are essentially boutique guitars. They're made offshore, and there are parts of them that are factory made, but I'm sold on them. That's why I have 6 different Michael Kelly guitars. Anyway, we're going to tune it up, and we're going to come back and play something for you. So we'll see you in a minute. Thanks. Hey folks, Dan Ryan again, here with the Michael Kelly Strat copy. I believe it's a 1969 is the way they describe it, but you can look it up and correct me in the comments if you like. This is my #1 guitar for playing with my band, and one of the things about it is that it's just utterly silent. The amp is halfway up, and it's just not making any sound at all. So before we play to the track, we're going to go through the pickups. So here's the neck pickup. Neck and middle. things you got to get used to is pretty much all Strats and Tellys hum under anything other than perfect conditions, like you're playing in a bar that's got neon signs or something. And you kind of get used to playing with that hum, so you always keep your fingers on the frets because that tends to take away a lot of the hum. But no hum whatsoever. So here's middle. And here's middle and bridge. And here's the bridge pickup. And these pickups also have quite a bit of output. And so let's go back through it, and now we'll use the boost, the Stevie Ray Vaughan set. So here we go, neck pickup. Well, let me show you the difference. That's the Stevie Ray Vaughan set. So just a little bit more delicacy to the standard Strat sound of this. And here's the bridge and middle. I'm sorry, neck and middle. This guitar is just incredibly good for recording because of how silent it is. And here's the middle. Here's the middle without the boost. So there is an audible difference. And here is the middle and bridge. And here is the bridge on the boosted setting. So that's the pickup sounds. We're going to retune one more time and play a little track for you so you can see how it sounds actually being played on an actual tune. So we'll be back in just a second. Thanks. Hey folks, Dan Ryan here again. I just played through the track once because I haven't played it in quite a while, and was going to retune, but this guitar is still perfectly in tune, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and play the track for you. So without further ado, here we go. as you can hear, no hum.
And that was awesome, Dan.
That's why I love this guitar. No hum, no hum. So there you go. It's the Michael Kelly Super Strat. I believe it's a 1969 is what they call it, with the Fishman Fluence pickups, which to me make a huge difference in the playability and the sound of the guitar. I tried to use all of the different 10 different sounds that you can get when I played that tune. I don't think I skipped over any. So anyway, I'm Dan Ryan. Leah Ryan's running the camera. And thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon if you want to be reminded of our future videos. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.